there are some challenges that the outdoor industry has, which is authenticity. Authenticity is a big thing. And authenticity to me is driven by experience. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jesse Farley. I'm the VP of Growth here at CSP, and been doing SEO for about 25 years. Started back in about 1999, 2000. Was still a little fresh. I've maintained in SEO for this entire time. It's been really cool to watch. I've worked for companies like Cabela's, now known as Bass Pro, T. Rowe Price, Procter and Gamble, a lot of just larger companies over the years. Just really, trying to perfect SEO as much as I can. So today, I'm going to talk specifically about the outdoor industry. Obviously, you saw Cabela's was on my list of companies that I've worked with, and I wanted to take some time just to talk to the outdoor industry. Like, there's been a lot of changes that have gone over since the years. I mean, I worked for Cabela's, one of the largest catalog companies in the history of catalog marketing, right? Sears, Cabela's, they're all up there, and it was interesting to watch the digital transformation in how the outdoor industry came from the field to the office or to the boardroom, if you will. I was working in it when e-commerce really took off, but it was interesting to watch. And this could apply to a lot of other retails, but specifically I wanted to talk to the outdoor space because it's hunting season. People probably out chasing elk or deer or whatever it is, fishing, camping with the family, whatever gets you outside, right? And so today I wanted to talk about how that evolution took place, right? So you have the catalog back in the day, right? Dick Cabela started Cabela's with giving away 5 free flies if you paid for shipping. So you can send in a card, and they would write it all down, and they would send you 5 flies, and they'd make money on shipping, right? So that's interesting. Well, then now you move into the catalog age where you look through a physical book that you get that yay thick, probably sitting on the back of every one of your toilets, right? Which was a joke I used to use when I was at Cabela's, because as we made that digital transformation, we had to consider a lot of things. With that transformation of catalog, right, then came the era of retail. Retail came out, and there, Cabela's and Bass Pro and some of these others made destination locations. You could go there, bring the family, engage in lunch, right? It was an experience situation. Then here comes this thing called websites. That changes the behavior of how people purchase goods and services. Well, in the outdoor industry, you'd think, well, yeah, that's going to change. Well, it's interesting, the adoption method. And one of the things that, Cabela's did from a persona was they were always looking for that affluent 55-year-old male, and female as well, but for the most part, for a fairly stable financial person to purchase hunting and fishing and camping equipment. That presented a challenge, right? Because today people use a catalog, they go into a store, but the tomorrow the new generation, they use their phones, they use websites, they're used to this. So how do they transfer over? We got to run two things in parallel. Okay. So that was the .com. And now you've thought about your new audience, you're starting to get on .com, and then boom, changes again. And now all of a sudden you've got this word that comes out called omni-channel. That means that people are buying in a retail store, they're purchasing online, they're still using the catalog. Affiliates are out there. Email, they're purchasing through email because they've got something. So holy cow, what do, right? You have all these different methods. Attribution becomes a problem, right? They're using SEO, and, omni-channel came into the mix, and, it got a little bit more complicated. And when you start to look at where we're at today, right? COVID came, like the kind of age of retail is slowly, it's not dead yet, because I still shop in a retail store, and a lot of people do, but you're starting to see that decline happen a little quicker, a little faster. COVID really made that apparent where now e-commerce is taking off, right? Now you're getting to the consumer not on your turf, but on their turf. So what do? You've got a lot of companies that invest in digital. You've got a lot of companies that still invest in the retail side. Bass Pro's heavy in retail. They believe that's the way that they should move. And you don't necessarily disagree with it, but an online presence is a must now. And so what does an outdoor company do? How do they get involved? Right? Because you're used to your big retailer. What do? All things to think about. And so one of the things I'm going to be addressing in kind of like just an outdoor SEO or outdoor digital marketing series that we'll be putting on is some of the more intricate aspects of doing digital marketing, specifically in search. Right, we're an SEO search agency, SEO and PPC. We do analytics as well, so we can speak to some of the other channels, but it's going to be focused really on what you should do from an SEO and a search perspective. We'll talk about the challenges. We'll talk about the benefits. We'll talk about different avenues in which you can do it, whether you're a retailer or you're a manufacturer. I mean, we're really just trying to get people talking about it because there are some challenges that the outdoor industry has, which is authenticity. Authenticity is a big thing. And authenticity to me is driven by experience, right? So I've experienced something because if you are purchasing an expensive item, you want to make sure that the person that is giving you the information on what to buy, why to buy it, and how to use it has actually done that versus read it in a manual. So authenticity is going to be key. And I can tell you that was a large challenge at Cabela's when we were producing a lot of content. I mean, go to now Bass Pro OneSource, but used to be Cabela's. We had a whole section of our website, which is how to, where to's, and why to's. Even back in the days when they were doing catalog, they were actually doing content marketing and SEO. They just didn't even know it. And so when I got there, it was eye-opening, like, holy cow, you have all this content. What are we going to do with it? But we'll talk about all of that, here in the next, handful of segments. I encourage all of you to go to CSP Agency, learn a little bit more about us. Obviously, we'll have some more editorial-based content that will follow this as well. So, take a look.